collective read, we open up with the Three of Swords. Pain. Somebody's in pain. They're very sad, heartbroken, very depressed. This could be as a result of so many things, but this is that shadow energy that really has you in the grips. There's despair. Oof. Crying out to God. Crying out. With that Three of Swords, pain. And he answers. He shows up, justice, letting you know the situation will be handled fairly, irregardless of what happened, who did what. He sits high and looks low, doesn't miss anything. He's saying definitely, this is a major arcana, first of all, that everything will be judged fairly, ultimately. Yes. Okay. Judgment. Another major arcana. 2 cards out of the gate, letting you know that he is very much aware of this entire situation. Who did what and how you feel, how they feel, what occurred, and also what needs to happen. That's why everything will be judged fairly. This is also a card of karma, judgment. After you assess the situation, after he assesses the situation, then karma is doled out. Yes. I do believe that somebody is at a crossroads as a result of this Three of Swords. It's almost like they don't really know what to do, the next step. But Spirit has already appeared with justice and judgment, letting you know that he will ensure that whatever has caused this pain, it's rectified in a righteous way. I asked what caused the Three of Swords, and somebody took a risk. They may have made an unsafe decision. It could have involved an air sign. You have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Justice being your first card. You also, and this is over Three of Swords. That is definitely an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Then you have Justice, Libra, Judgment, Scorpio. But whoever took a risk, made this unsafe decision as an air sign, they weren't thinking. They weren't thinking correctly. Actually, they're feeling ashamed. Yeah, they're feeling a little embarrassed by their actions, humiliated. Because they made the wrong choice. They took a risk. And they made the wrong choice. There's no other way to put it. They wish they could take it back. They feel like a fool. They feel like a fool, a clown. Wow. People could be laughing at this situation, laughing at them. Maybe you, I don't know how you're playing into this, but if you're stopping by this reading, it's for a reason. Somehow, especially if you feel like this, wow. Yeah. If somebody made you feel like this. Knight of Wands. There could have been infidelity. Yeah. Playing around, an unsafe decision. Messing around with soul ties with somebody else. Like not really serious. Very... It's a fleeting energy. Like hit it, quit it. No commitment. I know. Nine of Wands. Somebody has really been through the ringer. These are the cards, so I am just reading the energy. Wanting karma to come, judgment, God's justice for. It's like a cavalier attitude, like somebody really, really hurts the other and they didn't think about their actions before they carried them out. Nine of Wands. This is definitely coming to an end. That is for sure. Knight of Pentacles. Taking steps. Somebody is making very important decisions right now about their foundation, their stability, maybe their home, what they're going to do regarding this situation. Definitely a lesson was learned, a very important lesson. Once you get past all of the emotional upset, upheaval, you realize a lesson was learned, a very important lesson with the Page of Swords. Notice she's looking in a book, but she's elevating. She has definitely elevated, learned something new. And that is like making healthier choices, right? Maybe your beliefs, morals, values change as a result of this. Elevating your standards. Ending with the Emperor. The Empress showing that elevation, coming into your power. A higher version of yourself. So this pain, trials, tribulations, crying out, always leads to growth, major change. Okay, Spirit, what else does the collective need to know right now? Oh, Knight of Cups. The Star, healing. That's that Aquarian energy. Still air energy here. Heavy. Okay. Yes, look at this. I feel that where love is concerned, well, why do you say that, Moody? Because you got the Knight of Cups here. And you were determined to make a change. Yeah, with the Knight of Pentacles. Started walking. Could have taken you a long time to get to where you are, meaning you withstood a lot. A lot. So, but now you're here. You're here. You want something more. You realize that. And that's why the Star appears. Knight of Cups. You definitely, your emotions, your feelings, you know you deserve more. You know that you're a star, right? And you begin to heal yourself from this pain, from whoever misjudged you, mistreated you, betrayed you, deceived you, whatever this is. You get a revelation, especially with Justice and Judgment appearing as your first two cards. You've had this revelation already, some of you. Yeah. In the past, you've come to terms, right? Some of you are excited about moving on, right? You're beginning to recognize your value, your worth with the Star. Getting hopeful, healing. Definitely feeling inspired to try again. Focusing on your heart, the desires of your heart, what you love, what you want. And taking your mind and your thoughts off of this. Like turning it over to God with Justice and Judgment. Totally letting it go. Not thinking about this anymore. Your thoughts control everything around us, right? Right. So you definitely are regaining hope. You're looking better, smiling a little, Right. A lot of positive energy coming back. You believe again. You believe that it's possible for you to find what you want, what's going to satisfy your heart, your soul, to find that person, right, who recognizes the value that you bring to them and what you two can have. I see it's very positive. You begin wishing again, hoping again, right? Lifting that vibration, doing things about yourself to make you feel better. Letting go of the past. Yeah. This Emperor and the Pentacles, you know, some of you, it does involve a new home, a new house, definitely a new mindset. Definitely walking away from things that no longer serve you. What else does the collective need to know here? You know, and once we get to understand our value, see ourselves as a star, as who we are in Holy Spirit's image, we become stable. Our foundation becomes sure again. Joy returns, that smile, some happiness, you know? Yeah, good thoughts. Page of Cups. Start to dream of what you want. The star makes you hopeful, wishful. What do you want? Wishing on a star. I feel like somebody is dreaming. They're ready for something new. Tell me. I'm going to go with love. Staying with it. Tell me what. Oh, it's a time to disconnect from the world right now. So yeah, somebody could be disconnecting so that there's like a hermit energy where they become introverted. They're really giving their self-thought. What happened? It depends on where you are. But we usually accept the past and forgive ourselves, forgive them. That allows you to let go of the past and only think about the present and the future. Disconnect, right? And also from worldly things, from physical things. I'm being told, you know, when you are healing from the Three of Swords and you're the star, it's like you have to disconnect so that you can heal your heart, right? Your head. Give yourself some time to process what's happened and your next step. What do you need to do immediately to get to where you want? Spirit said it's time to disconnect. This is that forgiving and learning, that hermit energy, giving yourself solace, making yourself feel better after all this pain, taking some time to heal. Right, because you don't want to bring that past energy into the future. So many people skip over the healing part and they end up just creating a bigger snowball of hurt and pain because they haven't addressed what caused it in the first place and what part we played, right? Somehow somebody made the wrong choice and the Three of Swords came in. But as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present. Spirit says, not only that, it's time to listen to your intuition. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. These are intuitive messages that will be guiding you. So there's this disconnection, definitely forgiveness. You've learned a lot and you're processing that. You need time after pain to heal. Anything else, Spirit, with Romance Angels about love? Yeah. There's this optimism returning. It is. Good. Some of you have been optimistic for a while. Spirit's like patting you on the back. Good job. You've been doing some work here. So you get the very soon card for those of you who have put forward the work. this next step involves a marriage. Yeah, so this is why that healing in time was so crucial. And don't rush this, he says. Don't rush this. Allow things to unfold naturally, I'm being told to tell you. Right. Okay, what else, Spirit? Divine soul counterparts. Let it happen naturally. It's going to happen through attraction, right? You being you and them seeing you for who you are and liking you. Liking what they see. This is all happening very naturally. Again, you're talking about the dreams, the Page of Cups, dreaming about what you want in a relationship, who you want, how you want to be treated, how you want to feel, and also what you're prepared to do to make them feel, how you're going to reciprocate. I feel like you two are going to have a lot to share. Definitely you're going to dream together and encourage each other. This involves a marriage, and it is a divine soul counterpart coming in. Oh yeah. Whatever you went through, it elevated you to get you ready for this that's coming in. This is like true love. This is a bond like you've never experienced. A love that will grow stronger over time. Okay. A true soul connection includes great highs and great lows. It's intense. See, what is different about a true love is it's not that you guys don't make mistakes with each other. We all make mistakes, right? But it's that you have the ability and compassion and empathy to want to compromise with this love. That's true love. Like you don't want to let it go. Like you want to work it out. Like when you're wrong, you want to apologize. Like when they're wrong, you want to gently get them to realize that they're wrong. Right? But it involves great highs and great lows. True soul connection. So don't think there's any type of connection that's not going to have challenges and tribulations in the future. Every connection has those. But the ability to want to work it out, to have the willingness to keep it together is what defines it as true. That's what Spirit is saying. Right now, he's saying that somebody needs to laugh. I was feeling that before, like a smile. You're filling up your own cup, getting back into doing the things that make you happy, that bring a smile to your face. Laughter is the best therapy. Having some fun. Remembering that love is the greatest healer. Hanging out with people that you love, that make you feel loved, that support you. Friends and family. Yeah. Spirit says you need a little more playfulness in your life right now because life is about balance. You've been kind of introspective and disconnected, but he wants you to bring some balance. Get out. Mingle. Communicate. Okay. Yeah, don't rush into anything. Didn't I say that? Allow nature to take its course. Very important going forward. Right. And that means everything. In all areas of your life, allow Holy Spirit to influence it in divine timing. Even this new relationship coming in, new relationships in general, I feel. Spirit says also for somebody, I don't know who, in regarding forgiving and learning, he says, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Okay, that was a specific answer. Somebody has a yes or no question. If that's the case, we're going to get a yes or no answer. Okay. Yes or no answer, Spirit. Okay. Yes. Clarity, seeing the whole picture. Somebody is like accepting things in terms of the truth, the clarity, being clear about the part they played, the part someone else played. But the answer is yes. I don't know what your question was. What else, Spirit? Holy Spirit. It's obviously a love read. Oh. Yeah, see? Ooh. You have somebody from the fifth dimension. That means a past life soulmate coming in. They're returning to you. Yeah. This is somebody you knew in the spiritual realm. You two have agreed and have some type of soul contract. Okay. Yes. Because this cycle is ending for sure. And something new is emerging. And we already said you had to go through this sadness, this heartbreak in order to learn the lesson and elevate, to be ready for what's coming in, because this is true. This is divine. It said that, a divine counterpart. Okay. What else, Spirit? Okay. Bottom of the deck is a fresh start. That's what this is. Even though you've known each other in the spiritual realm, in the fifth dimension, this is new. This is new here with this fresh start. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want, because it's coming in. That's right. He wants you to be ready for it. Okay? Another way of us knowing that this is divine, we had the Emperor, who is divine masculine, divine feminine. A lot of communication. That's that openness, being receptive, just talking to everybody, right? Smiling at everybody, keeping that vibration high, being receptive. You got the receptive. Sorry. Being receptive. You got the receptive card. Oh, it says fate has something planned for you. Divine masculine. So that is what is coming in. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you were able to get something from this and be encouraged. We came in with this, but man, you leave like this. Very good. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment. Until the next moon phase, namaste.